Coming up on today's show, we have an update on Klay Thompson, who's dealing with plantar fasciitis. Is he going to play in tonight's game against the New York Knicks? We will cover that. And today is evaluation day for Luka Doncic and that wrist sprain. Is he going to be cleared to return to play here in the coming days? The Mavs play on Friday against the Utah Jazz. He's already been ruled out for tonight's game. So is that the earliest game that Luka will play? We're going to talk about that and where the Mavs sit in the NBA Cup standings. They have potential to go all of the way and stamp their ticket to Las Vegas. But before we get into today's show, I need you guys to hit that thumbs up icon. It's a free and easy way to help out the channel, and it tells the YouTube algorithm to send this video to more Mavericks fans. So let's get those likes going. And without further ado, let's hop into today's episode of Mavericks Today. Welcome into Mavericks Today by Chat Sports. I'm Jeffrey Cooperstein. Just a couple of news items I wanted to get to you guys before tonight's game against the New York Knicks. The first thing we got to talk about is, of course, Klay Thompson. Is this something to worry about? He's dealing with the little plantar fasciitis in his left foot. Missed the game against the Atlanta Hawks, which, of course, was on the second night of a back-to-back. So I'm not sure if that's because they just wanted to rest him or it's because he actually has a sore left foot. Now, it sounds like this is a legitimate thing Klay's gonna have to deal with basically throughout the rest of the season and through the next couple of weeks or so. And hopefully it's something that can be managed, because if not, this is going to be a big problem for the Mavs going forward. They need Klay Thompson healthy, and they need him available for as many games as possible, especially given how good he's been and how productive he's been for the team so far through the first 20 games of the season. And I know you're thinking, well, he hasn't been that productive on the offensive end. And we can take a look at his numbers here, but I really think Klay has been very solid for this team so far. 13 points on 38.3% field goal percentage. Now, the field goal percentage needs to go up a little bit. He's still shooting 37% from 3 on 8 attempts. If you can get Klay up to 38, 39%, if he shoots a little better from 3, I think you're feeling really good about what you're getting from him on the offensive end. And remember, guys, the Mavs brought Klay in to be the third option. They didn't bring him in to score 24, 25 a game. They brought him in to score 15-ish a game, and he's at 13. So you'd like a little bit more production from him, but I think at the same time, Klay's pretty much on par with what you expected from him on the offensive end. And then on the defensive end, he's doing a really good job doing what's asked of him. He's more or less like guarding the second best player any given night. It's PJ Washington and then him. And I think that Klay is brought a real tenacity on the defensive end that the Mavs really didn't have from the guard/wing spot last season. And even when he's not scoring, he's impacting in other ways. The other night when he went 0 for from the field, he still had 4 assists, still had a couple of steals. He was making plays outside of scoring the basketball. And when the shot's not falling like it hasn't for him in a couple of games, that's exactly what you're looking for. You're looking, is he doing the other things? Is he still uplifting his teammates and making them better? Is he making the right play on offense despite missing those shots and not forcing anything? I think the answer to all of those questions is unequivocally yes. So Klay he's still been a pretty damn good player for this team, man. And they're going to need him a lot, especially during the dog days of December, the dog days of the NBA season, going into the NBA Cup, potentially elimination round. They're going to need Klay healthy and firing. So hopefully this is nothing to be concerned about. He's officially listed as questionable for tonight's game against the New York Knicks. So if anything happens, we'll of course keep you up to date with all of the latest Mavericks news. And that's why you hit that subscribe button, because we do keep you up to date with everything going on surrounding the Dallas Mavericks. We're going to talk about Luka's injury update here in just a second. But if anything Mavericks news-wise drops, we cover it right here on the channel. So please go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. Evaluated today, Luka Doncic is supposed to be. This is the 1 week mark where they said he was going to be evaluated in a week with that wrist sprain. And hopefully, he's already been ruled out for tonight's game against the Knicks. But the hope is that he can resume play against the Utah Jazz on Friday evening. That would give him a full 8 days of rest. Hopefully the wrist feels better. There's less swelling, and he's able to do more with it. It was weird because it seems like he sustained the injury in the game. Then he played through it. He said it was nothing serious. Then he gets ruled out for a week. So hopefully it truly was nothing serious and he's able to come back after missing these 4 games. Mavs have tread water. You'd love to beat the New York Knicks tonight without Luka to gain another win without him before he comes back. And I do want to just talk about this topic. I've seen this a lot on Mavericks Twitter, throughout when Luka doesn't play and whatnot. And I've seen this before. Make no mistake here, guys. The Mavs are a better team with Luka Doncic on the court. I hate the narrative that, they seem like they play like more of a team and they're more together without him. I just simply don't think that's true. The amount of production that he gives you, rebounding, scoring, assisting, etc., it looks different. Yes, they don't play as fast, but this team needs Luka to be successful, plain and simple. Are they a playoff team without Luka? Borderline at best. Are they a contender without Luka? Absolutely not. You need this guy right here to be healthy, to be the best version of himself if the Mavs are going to get back to the NBA Finals. And I think Luka would tell you himself that he hasn't been the best version of himself to start the year. But even so, he's still been pretty damn good. They just need him to get back to the way he was playing from March on last season in order for this Mavs team to really take it to the next level. Another thing of note, with the way things have kind of ended in the NBA Cup and the results that have happened, if the Mavs beat the Memphis Grizzlies on December 3rd, they're more or less going to be into the quarterfinals of the NBA Cup as the Western Conference wildcard team. And in all likelihood, they would be playing the Houston Rockets in the quarterfinals in that. If you beat whoever you play in the quarterfinals, most likely Houston, you go to Vegas and you're in the semifinals. So that's pretty exciting that it seems like the Mavs, with their blowout win over Utah, the 41-point win, that hopefully they'll be able to get an NBA Cup berth, an NBA Cup Finals berth, and they'll be able to go to Vegas and have fun there. So that sounds like it'll be a lot of fun. I still think the NBA Cup's cool, man. I know that it's kind of Adam Silver's just trying to add some juice to these otherwise nondescript NBA regular season games, but I still think it's cool to see you're still playing for something. The players are obviously playing for something because they're playing for a little $500,000 bonus, which to us would be really cool. So hopefully the Mavs can win that game against Memphis, make the quarterfinals, and make a run there in the NBA Cup and win the second ever one. The Lakers won it last year. Let's see if the Mavs can bring it home. Do you raise a banner for the NBA Cup? I don't necessarily think so, but it would be a cool thing to see nonetheless. All right, that's going to do it for Mavericks today. My name is Jeffrey Cooperstein. Again, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you soon here on the channel.